about all this?
I mean, yeah, I mean, but it's not over. I mean, just begun in a way, but we'll be back to more normal, which is good. But you don't feel it in our room. I mean, so it's good.
One reason we talked before that you wanted a young leader, someone to spark. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you got the competition show tonight, but is that what you want from Spencer now?
What did you say about the competition?
Well,
that guy he's a good wrestler. We've watched him when he was younger. He's had good high school coaching. That is not someone that was off our radar. Spencer Lee got ready to go, and he hit a series of holds, and on about number 5 is when he pulled his head out and caught him on his back. Number 4 was probably the takedown he got. So, when you can wrestle with that energy and you can do that for 7 minutes, you're going to be a handful. And that's what we love about his potential. And the other thing is, you talked about the leadership, and it's not so much mouthpiece because of his youth, but it's his example and how he competes. And it's like, I don't want to get ditched by this freshman, so I gotta pick up my pace. And that helps you. It feeds the team. So, like we talked about a lot in the last couple of days, there's a lot of reasons to do it, but the number one reason has to be that it's right for him, and it is.
So building off of that, given the number of falls and tech falls that occurred in this duel, do you believe there's a method to the madness? Do you think that everything that we've talked about this week, it kind of showed out there tonight?
No, I think that, I don't know. I mean, I can't answer that. I know that when you wrestle hard and focus on doing what you do best as a competitor, that good things happen. And I know that opponents unravel in a hurry when you wrestle that way. When you stand around and hope and wait, that's not a good way to compete. So, I tell you what, when you add Marinelli to our lineup and you add Spencer Lee to our lineup and you add that to Kemmer and Sorensen and Stoll, and then there's some guys, other guys as well, Bowman's coming around, Gunther. I mean, and I'm missing some names there, but Paul Glenn is down 4-1 and gets a takedown at the end of the first period. He's got his motor running. And we got to get better. We can't give guys wrists when we're on our feet. You can't go from on your feet to a wrist and then give up 2 near fall. My point is if you compete hard, good things happen for yourself. And we got to keep getting better. And I'll tell you what, the first thing that's on my mind after, Stoll gets a fall is we got a real good team coming to town in a week and a couple days, and we got to be ready for that.
Does this team need a marquee win over like Oklahoma State?
I don't know if it needs it. It's the next thing on the schedule. I mean, we were supposed to be tested by Rutgers. We were supposed to be tested in the Midlands. We were supposed to, Illinois tested the heck out of us. And when I say supposed to be tested by Rutgers, I'm not saying that they didn't test us. I'm saying that, maybe that was where we go into, New Jersey and get beat. And, and we've shown some guts. We get in a big hole in the first 3 matches there and win 6 out of 7. And Marinelli wins a big match. So there's just a lot of good things that are happening with our guys, but we don't need anything. We need to get ready for what's coming up next, and that's Oklahoma State. That's number 1 right now, is Oklahoma State coming to town.
Coach, win number 200 for you. What does that mean?
That means absolutely nothing to me.
Coach, first true freshman right out of high school to start. Is this a shift in how you guys may evaluate freshmen coming in, or are we looking too far into it, just the best guy for the team?
It's not a shift. It's, hey, we're recruiting some guys, and we're getting some guys like Warner and Lee, and Kemmer that are, in that category. And Sam Stoll even, he was a phenom. When I say phenom, I'm talking about a blue chip top, 20 recruit. And so that's one of the things that we had to shore up, and that's one of the things that we looked at, and that's one of the things that we addressed. And so it's not really a change in how you look at true freshmen as much as it is, you got a guy with that kind of potential.
Are you seeing something in this team more on a national level that maybe people have not seen? Is that another reason why you put Spencer there?
No, I think that when you're putting, you're looking at Marinelli, were we going to do it last year with Marinelli? Now Marinelli's in the lineup, and he's strong, and he's healthy. You got a healthy Sam Stoll. You got another piece of the puzzle that could, come together in the next, days. You know, that's why you do it, but you do it for him, number one, and I'll keep saying that. That is the number one question that you have to answer, and I learned that from Gable, with McGinnis and Joe Williams and McElravy, you know, and those guys were all good enough to do it, but was it best for them? And, you know, the answer to that was yes, or I don't think Gable would have done it.